Hello.
Hello.
We're doing that thing where we played before. We're supposed to again. It's a sunny Saturday and we're spending it here.
Yeah, sat inside. I've got the curtains drawn.
No, I've
It's basically pitch black if it wasn't for the Pokemon on my screen.
I'm gonna stick this surf thing on this fossil thing, and we're basically gonna. I don't know where we'll get up to today, but we've got a lot of surf areas that have opened up. So some
Hooray!
items and things like that.
Hang ten, dude.
So
Which I think I made a joke of
fuck's
last time,
sake.
but
Hmm. So,
well.
uh,
I hear you did something last night.
yeah. Well, every now and then I will. I'll be. I'll be in the right frame of mind one night to look up people I went to sixth form with.
Oh God.
Yes, and top tip, kids, probably best not to do that. Move on with your life, and you know, forget these people. But every now and then, it just sort of happens. And last night I did it, and I found out a lot, actually. Usually I just look them up on Facebook or whatever, but I googled some of them, and I got some results.
How many of them are in prison?
None.
No, well, I mean, none that you know of.
Well, yeah, I only found a few. Um, so yeah, one of them has done really well for herself and is now a doctor at Oxford. She does. She's like a Dante divine comedy expert, which is very impressive. I actually lent her my copy of the Divine Comedy at sixth form, so I will take some credit for that. I think.
I
Um,
think that's reasonable enough.
yeah. Uh, One of them's an artist who is not a great artist. It's like live art, so she will. There's one she made like a dress out of crisp packets or something.
But it was a bit rusty. You know what
Yeah.
flavour?
No,
Well,
no,
you
I
see that
don't.
that I would be much more
I
interested if
think
it
it
was
was a
something like smoky
variety.
bacon, or so she got one of the multi packs, did she?
Well, I think it was crisp packets and various other rubbish. I think, but
No,
it's a bit. Nothing really
doesn't feel all
massively.
that original.
No, it's not massively inspiring. No, this is a new area. I'm not going to go down there because it can't be fucked. But I think you can get a Lugia in there. But
Ooh.
we're under leveled anyway for that. One of them's a
Like,
photographer.
hmm?
Actually, good pictures. One of them's a mediocre singer.
We're all
Um,
mediocre singers.
yeah. One of them was on bargain hunt.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
Another one I thought would be doing well is essentially just has a normal job and maybe a well-paying job. She works for like a health care provider thing, but she's not a doctor. She's like on the sales end, I guess.
hmm.
Um, and then one I was really surprised about, someone who was very mean to me actually when I was at sixth form, and I didn't have full disclosure. I didn't have a particularly good time at sixth form. It was horrible. They were not very nice to me. But this person now she's gotten big into the environment.
Oh,
Um, did I heal? Do you remember if I healed?
yeah, you healed
I
before
did
you.
heal. Um, yeah, so she has lots of posts about wildlife and stuff. And yeah, what pisses me off is they all post, or some of them post like mental health, well-being shit. They didn't give two shits when it was me who had mental health issues. They
No,
treat me
people
like
don't tend
fucking
to.
dirt.
The thing is, mental health's become quite a bit of a buzzword over the last
Well,
10 years,
yeah,
hasn't it?
I think I don't know. I'd like to flatter myself into thinking that sometimes they feel a bit guilty, and they look back and think, God, yeah, he wasn't. I feel, you know, bad or whatever, but I doubt they do.
They've
I
probably forgotten all about you.
think probably fucking awful people.
People generally are.
Mm.
Do you know you're the only person that I talk to
Huh.
that I know from, with one exception, you're the only person that I talk to from before my um, work days.
Who's the other exception? Oh,
The
I think
mother of my child,
that's yeah, her, yeah,
which is understandable
yeah.
exception to be honest.
I've yet to
Uh,
mother one of your children.
and I mean, I keep asking, but you
You've
just
not.
won't do it.
The
And
price isn't quite right yet, but.
You wouldn't be the first person I've given a donation to.
What? You know what? I don't. I don't care. I don't. Let's not. I don't want to go into this. I don't know what you're referencing. I don't care.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I don't know whether it was just a joke or whether there's some part of your life you've never explored with me. I don't want to hear it.
I suspect I have told you this before. But yeah.
God,
I'm not. I'm not. If you don't want to know, I'm not going to tell you.
I don't.
I'll be honest with you. It's probably not the best place to share that.
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't know, and I don't care. Baby Keith, I don't know, and I don't care.
Okay.
Let's not wade through that. Yeah, I'm recording, but it was weird seeing them again and seeing like they're very different people now. You know, I'm a very different person now. Thank God, I'm more confident and happier in myself. Receding forehead aside, hairline even, not receding forehead. That would
say if your forehead was receding, I want to know what the fuck has happened to you. Being slowly flayed by your own body.
But yeah, it was weird seeing them again in a sense.
I had a slightly connected, rather weird dream last night.
All right.
I dreamt that, for some God knows why reason, we'd moved into a mobile home together.
Yeah.
Which is in itself a pretty weird dream.
How big was it?
It was like a house.
Right. Okay.
But for some reason, it was considered mobile, and it was moving, but there was no way of controlling it.
That sounds fun.
No, because we were sliding down a hill then.
Oh, okay.
And
so it
you were
wasn't
quite
just
adamant that I'd clearly fucked up something because I wasn't steering this house properly. But the reason it's relevant, and obviously other than the fact that you're in this conversation itself, the reason it's specifically relevant is because at some point we were in a Lidl buying stuff to put in the house, and we were arguing over the type of butter.
That does sound like us.
It does sound like us. But we bumped into... Do you remember Jason?
Jason Howling?
Well, I wasn't going to say his last name, but yeah, that one.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly that one. I bumped into him. We bumped into him, and for some reason we just had a nice, pleasant chat with him.
Yeah, he always scared me a bit, but he was nice enough, I guess. He just the way he was built. I guess. I don't know.
I think he was one of those people that, knowing Alec, he's going to see this and refute it. But it was one of those people that was in with the wrong crowd of people, but on their own was fine.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Some people are real dickheads around the wrong people.
Are you talking about me?
I said some people.
Okay, I'm not a person.
The only time I see you around other people is when we're in the Chinese having our every other year lunch.
Well, I was with other people at one point. I had other friends.
Yeah, it's a while back.
And now it's just you and my uni friend who I haven't seen in a while.
And well, you're not seeing me in a while, to be fair.
I saw you last night in your dream. We had that butter argument.
Yeah, do you know what the butters were?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Did I want Lurpak?
Oh.
Did I?
You wanted Lurpak. and I was like, no, if they've got Norpak, get that instead.
Is that a thing?
Because it's the knockoff version that tastes the same and is cheaper. It's like half the price.
Well, I don't like Lurpak, but in that situation, I think I would insist on it.
But what had happened is they didn't have any, so you got your way. They didn't have an awful lot of any of the stuff we want. We had a trolley full of stuff, and I didn't want any of it.
That would be how it plays out, and you would sulk. Were you sulking?
Probably.
I bet you were.
I woke up a little warmer than I wanted to be,
oh.
Which means that I think the experience was somewhat harrowing.
Buying butter with me was harrowing.
No, because again, you're forgetting the whole house sliding down the hill.
That sounds fun. That sounds fun, being in a house that moves around on its own accord and just sort of travelling in there.
The trouble is that everyone was getting moany at us, and you were moaning at me. And no, there wasn't space, and the house was a shit tip because everything kept falling over. I'm not even sure we had carpets. Is that
an analogy for these videos, do you think?
I don't know which one of us decided to buy that house in that dream, but whoever it was fucked our lives up, okay?
I think it might have been me.
I'm inclined
I
to think
think,
it might have
given
been.
that
Did you
my
think
oh
it's a good
shit,
idea?
see that's what ground type attacks do to us. Incidentally, we got fucking wrecked.
You think it's a good idea, even with me telling you it was a bad idea.
It sounds fun,
You
and
weren't
I
there, man.
imagine that would probably be my first reaction upon being offered a house that moves on its own accord. Gosh, that
I
sounds
think
awfully fun.
I think we'd been sold it on the pretext. I mean, again, I'm assuming because I wasn't there. I don't remember that far into the drink,
Mm.
but like I distinctly remember thinking at some point that there should have been some way to control it, and searching everywhere I possibly could to find it. I think I found a brake at some point, and it did nothing. Where I was tapping the brake, trying to slow down on this hill that we were slowly sliding down, and you're like, Jordan, put the brake on, and I had the handbrake on, and I was doing the other brakes, and it wasn't fucking working. And there you were giving me shit for it, and
Well,
apparently it was probably your idea.
in fairness, well, you know what I'm like. and,
Yeah,
and
you have all these grand ideas, and when it all goes to shit, it's my fault.
you're the one who can drive. You should be all right at that. That seems
Yeah,
like
because I drive houses habitually, don't I?
I don't think it's too beyond the realms of possibility that there would be some degree of crossover, and that I should expect you to be able to apply that knowledge.
All I'm thinking is that we were sold a lemon.
Is that a reference
Which is,
to our Family Feud thing?
it wasn't going to be, but yes, I came up with it whilst you were talking, and I thought, well, I'm going to make that comment because then you might ask.
Uh-oh. Now, you'll notice, do you know about Shedinja's ability?
I'm assuming it is a shed and a ninja.
Well, it's when you evolve Nincada into Ninjask,
Yeah.
and if you have a spare Pokeball, you get a Shedinja as well. And Shedinja's ability is Wonder Guard, so it has 1 HP, but it can only be hit by super effective moves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
Also seems quite useless a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's not something I've ever taken to be honest.
No.
Because it can still be confused and poisoned and burnt and stuff.
I thought that was a Diglett.
No, it's an elderly man.
Wow. He's got hair in this. Why has he got hair?
Yeah, Pete, you're not the first to remark on that, and I dare say you won't be the last.
Is that a common question?
Yeah, it's mentioned a couple of times by people. I've seen it pop up in playthroughs and shit. This man has hair, and now he does. No, he didn't, and now he does.
Oh, it's like you and your forehead.
Yeah. I don't know. At
Backwards.
some point, I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and shave it all off. But I don't know. It's very depressing, and I don't want to get a wig or hair implants or something. I don't want to fucking do that.
The last thing you want to do is do what our science teacher did.
Which science teacher?
The one that had the comb over.
Mr. It wasn't Dickinson, was it?
It was.
Was it? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't even remember. But I wouldn't have a comb over, and I would just cut my losses and shave it. But it doesn't make me feel especially attractive.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that's the biggest problem.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Brutal honesty, Ben.
Well, I think it's fair you get a jibe in. After all, I've got some pretty heavy-hitting jibes at you, haven't I, over the years?
Absolutely.
But now
and I've generally taken them in stride.
Yeah.
I can be asked to get off my ass and.
I think I can sometimes look all right, but
I think I can sometimes look all right. Not right now because I need a shave. I need a proper shave. It's pissing me off and it's getting on my nerves.
Maybe I'll just give up and become a monk. I have thought about that before, sort of retiring to a monastery, living in silence, and
all right, Alan.
Waiting for death.
Have you heard about the Reddit thing?
Okay, you might need to be a bit more specific.
There's a big thing in the news at the moment about how, and it's going to be completely irrelevant by the time this video goes out, but I'm going to mention it anyway.
Oh, really?
There's a thing in Reddit where they're changing the API, which is some technical thing that I don't understand because I'm not a technical guy like that. And it's pissed off a load of people. So a bunch of communities are making themselves.
Oh yes, I have seen that. Yes, well, I've noted communities saying we'll be shutting down for the foreseeable future because of something or other.
Yeah. Which I can't help but think might be good for business.
Possibly.
My business.
What, and that you keep running because you have no
Yeah.
morals?
Well, it's not that I've got no morals. It's like I'm not involved. I'm not technically part of the community that they're talking about. I'm not part of the.
What
I
community? What is it?
well, it's this whole thing where the people that are moderators
All right.
aren't getting paid, but this big change really fucks them over, and it's it's one of these situations where people who never had any rights in the first place are complaining that they haven't got rights,
Uh,
from what I understand of it. But the thing is, as much as I moderate a community, I'm also the only one that can post there, which means that the only thing I have to worry about are comments. And generally speaking, the people who comment only piss me off because they're asking annoying questions. They're not actually
because
being
you're a
cunts.
grumpy
They're not.
goose.
Well, if I've put the source in the post, they shouldn't be asking me for the source.
Wait, hang on. I do
And
have
what?
strength. Okay.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I've doing some thinking.
Ooh. Hang on, go back. What's that square on the?
What's this?
Yeah.
That's secret base.
Oh, can you do
So
it
if I do this and I've got the move secret power, I can make a secret base.
for you, or you open access, get access to someone else's?
Uh, oh, I know where this fucking place is. No, just mine.
Oh, okay.
I can make my own.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I liked them when I was a kid.
I assume it hasn't got any real worthwhile effect.
No, it's just a cool little secret hangout. Oh yeah, this is the item that we would use to evolve the Viper, but it was already holding it, so...
Super repel.
I have a feeling... yes, it's one of these jobbies. I can't remember what we get for this, but I think it's good. I want to say it's good.
Oh, what's this? Oh, that's going to lead into a conversation topic. Alexa, shut up.
Well, following it, will it be part of one of the ones we discussed previously, or is it a new?
Oh, it's one that's it's a current affairs one.
All right, so the story has progressed, has it?
A little bit, yeah. Which one are we talking about first? You want to do? Shall we talk British politics or American politics?
I honestly do not mind.
Let's do British first. It's a bit closer to home.
Okay.
So obviously, for us, it is currently the 10th of June, which means that yesterday Boris Johnson resigned. Oh boy!
It's not quite as important because he is only an MP.
Well, I know,
some
but
sort of investigation. I don't follow the news really because I find it fucking depressing.
Okay, that's understandable. It is generally quite depressing.
But I know that there was some sort of inquiry into COVID handling or something.
They were calling it the Partygate inquiry.
Oh right, yeah, that.
Whether he misled Parliament, and he actually admitted misleading them, but denied that he'd done so maliciously. I think is the
Okay.
He hadn't done it intentionally. He had inaccurately stated facts he believed to be true, and therefore shouldn't be held accountable for it. I think is the gist of his argument.
Right.
I mean, I think if you tell a lie, then
if you do it accidentally, it's not misleading, is it? Fuck. But it's not, is it?
Well, I mean, I think some of it is that some of the things he's saying where he's not intentionally misled is when he said that parties weren't happening in Downing Street. I mean, it turns out they absolutely fucking were.
Mm.
Which I think you can't really say is accidentally misleading people, can you? That's intentional misleading people,
Yeah.
and that's something that, in the grand scheme of things, should be a much bigger deal to a lot of people than it is. Not that necessarily the fact that they had the party, but the fact that it's the one rule for one rule for another situation that very clearly was happening for a while. But that's not the big thing.
I have fucked this. Yeah.
He's resigned.
And his honours list. Do you want to talk about his honours list?
Can we do for resignation first?
Yeah, sure, go on.
Okay, because obviously he's resigned, so that's triggered a by-election. But then his ally, what's her face?
Nadine Dorries.
Nadine Dorr is the most cultureless culture secretary we've ever had.
And that's fucking saying
But
something.
I don't know that for a fact. We've probably had someone worse, but not in my lifetime awareness. But she resigned as well, so there's a by-election there. There's also a third one. That news alert was Nigel Adams, who I've never heard of, has also resigned.
Right.
But he's also an ally of Boris Johnson. So in my head, I think we're going to get another political party.
Another right-wing freedom party or whatever they're going to call it.
Yeah, but they're probably trying to do everything they can to avoid having the word party in their name. Freedom of association. But yeah, I'm thinking Boris is going to end up starting his own bloody party.
When did they?
Because if there's anything he loves, it's money from donors, right?
Well, I mean, I think he always wanted. When he was a kid, they asked him what he wanted to be, and he said world king. So, I think that.
Yeah, I mean, when you're a kid, you don't really know what you're talking about, do you?
I know, but I think that explains an awful lot about who Boris Johnson really is as a person.
Are you suggesting that he never actually grew up?
I'm suggesting that ambition. Oh, fucking hell! I keep pressing B. Fuck's sake! God, fucking.
It's only an almanac.
I know it is. Make it. I can't. I'm bad at these. I know that goes like here, and that goes down there, and this presumably is some part of that.
Okay.
I
You
don't
can do
know.
it, Ben.
Let's just stick with what we know.
Do you want me to shut up so you can concentrate?
No, because otherwise it
Okay.
will just be sitting in silence while I do
Well,
my
hopefully I do
puzzle.
for a minute.
Okay, this one definitely goes here. Okay, that looks right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so he's resigned. That's all kicked off.
Okay,
There's another
that
two
definitely
by-elections that
looks
are going
like
to happen.
a ground.
What was his thing about his honours list? 'Cause I didn't really look at it, but I saw that Mogg and Patel had
Well,
been.
that was really the thing about his honours list. Some of the worst people in modern politics are on it. You know, that nasty, smirking cunt, Priti Patel, is now a dame. That awful human being who's done some truly terrible things is now a dame. It's disgusting. Jacob Rees-Mogg has a knighthood. You know, it reminds me a little bit of the Lavender List. That was
I'm going to take your word for it.
oh god.
I think the one on the right hand side on the top. Put that one down. Oh, I meant where it was, but okay. Okay, now the one on the right at the top, that goes in the top right space.
It doesn't. It goes here. I think.
Alright then.
Yeah, and that goes there, and this goes not there. Right. Fuck. That goes there. No, it doesn't.
Put that down. Is it the one in the middle top left swaps places with the other one?
That one. What?
No,
This one.
middle top left. That one and the one on the left of it. That one. Swap them.
No.
No. Oh no. Oh Christ, this is a tough one, isn't it?
I think that yeah, I'm always doing that with the Onomite one. It's something like that. That's closer to it. This goes somewhere. Where the hell does this go?
Does that one in the top right go down one?
No, that looks better, but not perfect.
Well, no, because you've got the sticky outy bit, haven't you, from the right hand side? That looks like it leads.
That looks like a bit of a spiral.
Okay, no, up. Right. Take that one out. Put the one that was beneath it in its place.
This one.
Yes. And then do that one.
Yeah, that's not it.
No, well, it looks more right than the last one. Good look. No. Stop a sec.
That's a spiral. That's very clearly a spiral. Yeah, with that out of the scent.
Well, okay, but the thing is, you see the sticky. Stop moving stuff about. For the love of God, you've got the border on that one. You know that.
I know, but I have done this.
Go to the opposite side. Okay, you see the bottom part of that pattern,
Yeah.
and how it has a gap at the bottom. No, for fuck's sake. Ben.
Yes, I've done this so many times before. I know it. I just need to find it
The
again.
thing is, there is nothing connecting to that bit of pattern in the one that you've got there, which is why I think it's the one above it.
What? Switch
least
these two.
No, not switch those two. Switch the ones on the left of them.
This one and this one switch.
No, oh, I swear you are so
This
dense
one
sometimes.
and this one switch.
No, left. That one and the one above it. I'm adamant.
We've literally just done it.
I know, but you now look at the pattern that I was talking about and tell me that that bit of pattern doesn't make more sense there.
Yeah.
Okay, you've still got
Okay.
the bit of a spiral. I think that one swapped with the one that you put in there. So yeah, there you
Ah,
go.
yes. Yay! I would have got there eventually. I have done it before.
Oh,
What?
I was trying to tell you, and you went, "Oh, this one and this one, that one and that one." Oh, I swear. What do you press? Please tell me it's not B.
Yay!
Was it B?
It was A. I've walked through the hole.
I don't. To leave a thingy, it could have been any button. I don't know. I never played this game. Oh, not another fucking one.
Right.
Incidentally, there is a shamed part of me that kind of thinks Pretty Patel's quite attractive, and
Ugh.
it is
She's
my
evil.
what, I know, I absolutely know that, Ben, and I hate myself for it. Right,
Don't give
that
me
bit you've got,
advice.
no, the bit that you've got on the right hand side,
I'm.
they need swap.
I'm. Stop it. I'm sorting it. It's fine.
Okay, but you deliberately
I know
put
what
one in the
I'm
wrong place.
doing.
Well, do you?
Yeah. I don't want backseat gamers. Thank you very much. So,
All right. Well, we'll do it right then.
it was Harold Wilson, the lavender list,
Okay.
incidentally. Okay, so, yeah. Now, where have I fucked up here? Yes, it was Harold Wilson's lavender list, and he gave things to, for instance, the company director of the company that made his favourite raincoat.
Oh wow.
He gave them an honour, and people thought, "What the fuck is this?"
Was it a good raincoat?
Probably.
Well, I suppose almost justified.
Yeah.
I suppose what is the point of getting into power if you can't help someone that you like, right?
Well, I mean, at that
I
point,
mean, if I became
what
prime
have you got
minister,
to lose at that point?
if I became prime minister, you would want me to do you a favour, surely?
Yeah. If would you give me a knighthood?
No, absolutely not.
Of course you
I think
fucking.
the knighthood system is archaic and outdated and shouldn't exist.
Well, do a Lloyd George and sell the fucking things if you think that. That's his reasoning. That
All right, how much are you paying?
I'll give you 50 shiny pence.
Exactly, it's not enough to justify it. If I was selling them for 50 pence, then they would be on me like a I don't know, like a whore on Ernest Hemingway.
What?
I don't know. It wasn't him, was it? It was Victor Hugo, was it? Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I think. Yes. Didn't I hear the brothels had like a day of
Yeah, yeah.
remembrance
That's
after he died?
whichever one it is, it's them that I'm talking about.
Right. Now I've got some of the feathers muddled up, haven't I? Yes. See that Ho-Oh's always the annoying one because it does look right.
Yes, I will concede that on this occasion it does indeed look right.
That's not going to be right. Well, that can be changed, can't it?
It's symmetrical now, at least,
Looks,
in that sense.
see that, the bottom bit's fucked.
No, it matches.
No, look, you see that top feather does not connect with anything on this.
No, but it doesn't on the other side.
It does. Connects with the body of the feather stuff.
No.
The wing.
Look at the pattern. You got a sticky to the left bit and a sticky down left. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So what
you're
you
right.
want is
No, you're right. Yes, that makes more sense.
I suspect your issue might be
It's the feet or the. It's I'm always getting these muddled up. I know it's not.
No, I can't
That's
be
not
right.
right. No. Right.
Just swap them over. I don't like it anymore with
No.
you, but
That's definitely wrong. Maybe it is the feathers.
a weird design, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not right. Yeah, Ho-Oh is always the annoying one.
Oh, could it be? Oh, hang on.
Oh fuck! I've just put them back in. Hey.
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, see, Ho is the annoying one.
Well, no. If I don't, I would do my absolute best to avoid throwing.
Oh, look at this. You know what that means?
I would, but you've just put it in your pocket.
Okay, well, I can't help that.
What's
It
that mean?
doubles my chances of encountering a shiny Pokemon.
Oh wow. Whoa.
Oh yeah, we can catch Mew in here as well, but I don't intend to.
Well. Yeah, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to be corrupt, and that's what that is. It's corrupt.
Even if I was like doing a job that would probably warrant a oh, fuck you, Dad.
If you act if
If there was an
reason,
argument that I deserved it,
if there was an argument that you actually deserved it, then absolutely I would seriously consider it.
but not if
But
I was
I
just a
would
guy. Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
no. I mean, the whole point of this is I don't understand why people are. Oh my god, what is it? Is it a Snorlax? Are you going
No,
to catch something?
it's not
You know,
Snorlax.
the whole point of these things are people are meant to earn them, right? And it's just
I
but
said,
in the modern
well,
day, it's surely.
I mean, kind of. I mean, it's always a knighthood has always been a way of rewarding your allies. You know, it's a nice
Okay.
shiny thing that comes with land and honours and money, and these days it's just a social thing. Um, Although honestly, you could probably argue that it probably opens up business to foreign investors if you can say, you know, I've been knighted by the king or queen
Mm,
or whoever. You know, the Japanese will probably go fucking nuts for that. Um,
it devalues the whole fucking thing. If
it has no fucking value. I
I
appreciate
mean,
where you're coming from, but I mean, I would probably do a Harold Wilson to be honest, and just give them to people I liked or
your tennis partner and
yeah,
the,
some
the woman who did your dry cleaning.
yes. Fuck it, why not? I mean, I think they all have to be approved though. That's the thing.
Which
I
is
think
ridiculous.
the palace has to sign off for them because that's why Jimmy Savile, Thatcher was pushing for his knighthood for ages, and the palace and the powers that be kept saying, well, you know, we've heard things. I don't know whether it's really suitable. And Thatcher was like, no, he's a great conservative, and he was. Um,
Yeah,
it turns out even
turns out
better
it was
than
a
she
nonce.
thought. Yes, that was very much the joke. Um,
Well, I'm not. I shouldn't think we should suggest that all conservatives are.
well, I sort of wasn't in a
Oh,
way.
okay.
I think if you'd left it, there wouldn't be an issue.
Oh, here
But you
it is.
didn't, so here we are. Something fell from
It's
the sky. It's a meteor.
in the awkward shape of a triangle.
We've got to help lift it up. Whoa!
Same color.
What happened?
Is it a Pokemon?
No, it's given me space virus.
Hmm.
It's been given me Pokerus.
Okay.
I don't know whether
Oh, I'm
you
reading it. I'm reading the thing.
don't know whether you know what Pokerus is.
Well, it's a special virus that allows you to experience significant strength in your Pokemon.
Yes,
Because I read the thing.
right. I didn't. Couldn't be
Okay.
asked.
Oh well, I sped read it while you were clicking through, like the barbarian that you are.
Right. Okay.
He
I'm just
said to go
trying.
to a Pokemon Center.
Okay. Well, might as well then. I think mostly today is just going to be running sort of errands,
Which
doing stuff
Pokemon are you going
that
to
is
cover?
unlocked now. This is really the midpoint of the game. And full disclosure, the first part of Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and this and all the other stuff is the first part. Any Hoenn game, it's my favourite part is the first part of the game.
Ah,
I always sort
which
of sorry.
which Pokeball was glowing?
I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know whether they've all got it or whether just one of them has. Whether it's just the one in the front. See, Pokerus. Yeah, it'll be the first. Yeah, Fangs has come down with space aids.
Is that was there an optimal one for you to get to have
No,
it?
it'll
Or
spread.
oh, okay.
It'll gradually spread. So
Ah,
if I
it's a
wanted to,
shame.
I could put something in the I could use the stuff I've got in the PC and keep it going for longer than I otherwise would. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Um,
This is a prime opportunity for us to have talked about that disease, the blood plague or whatever it was.
we did that.
I know, but this would have been a perfect opportunity for us to
Well,
talk
we
about it.
didn't know this was coming, did we?
Well, I mean, I didn't.
Well, no, well, okay, I'd forgotten.
That's fair enough. I'm not
Fucking
critiquing
get
you.
out of the fucking sign. It's a dumb place to put a sign.
What, right next to the thing that tells you where you're going?
Yeah.
Dumb place to ride a bike, Ben. Especially as often as you crash.
Well, it's a good thing I'm good at it.
Huh.
Do I
What
have
are
the
you
item
doing?
finder yet? I don't think I do.
I've
So
not
this
seen it.
chap has dropped his glasses.
Okay.
I know he's wearing some, but he's dropped his glasses, and they're black
Oh,
glasses. And if you give them to a Pokemon, it increases the strength of Dark type moves.
it's good practice to have two pairs of glasses.
Yes, you could do like what the elderly do and wear them on a chain around your neck.
I only have one pair of glasses. I need to get them updated, to be honest with
So I never run out. Right. Um.
you.
Let's
How many
forget.
bits can you push with? It's still only the one.
What do you mean? One at a
Can you
time?
only?
Oh yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, it's just the one place you push them like so.
Ha ha ha.
Ba, 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 ba. Uh,
Oh boy, that looks like a Pokeball.
a Luster Ball. What is this?
I don't know. I'm assuming it catches the Pokemon that people think are sexy. So I'm gonna guess Vaporeon.
Au
Uh,
contraire, my horny friend. If you catch a Pokemon with it, it turns it into a shiny.
oh,
Nothing's in
do you
there,
not
just Entei.
do you not want to catch Entei?
No,
Oh, you could have made it shiny.
don't care. Not going to use it.
What, Entei or the Pokeball?
Entei. I may, if I choose, catch a shiny goo. But that will be
Okay.
my decision. Of course, if I use it, it makes it a bit awkward if it's not the right nature. Or a
Yeah,
shitty
that's true.
nature, I should say. If I get it's up speed, down special attack, or whatever.
I forget you care about those things.
Of course I care. I know how to play the game.
I know how to play the game.
There isn't there's
I
anything
have
over
fun.
there. I think there is something up here, though. Oh. Ah.
So,
Do you ever look up old people you went to school with just to see how they're getting on?
no, no. I looked up a few old colleagues recently, but
No.
nothing of substance.
I do. It's occurs to me it's been more than 10 years now. It's been over a decade since sixth form. 10 years ago I was
Yeah.
at university, which seems. I mean that's just mind-boggling. Oh, it's Watson. What do you want? I do have a lot of zip. Okay, so he's built this underground city-type place that he's using to power Morville, and it's going fucking haywire. And of course, it's not his responsibility, even though he's the fucking gym leader. So I guess, fuck it. Let's let's clean up his fucking mess. It's like fucking
That's
Chernobyl.
that's every single video game ever.
Mm.
Is cleaning up someone else's mess. I can't think of any video games that I've played recently where it's your own mess that you are spending the game cleaning up.
No, I was gonna say that game where you're cleaning up the mess, but that's not your mess, is it?
No,
That's remnants from a space battle.
if it's that level, yeah. I mean, there's the House of Horror one, which is kind of cool, which I
Oh,
keep wanting to do with you, but you
it's not. So
you're
it's
so
not.
opposed to
Oh,
it.
it's not all space.
No, the main game is that there's a Christmas map where you are in Santa's workshop, and everything's fucking dead. So many dead elves. It is absurd. And then you've got the Halloween one where you've
That's
got all the different artifacts from various different. Like you can find Freddy Krueger's snippers and Jason's mask and
his finger
stuff.
glove, you mean?
Yeah, yeah,
His
but because
snippers.
it's hedge trimmers, isn't it?
What?
Freddy Krueger, the thing on his hand, the knives on his hands, they're hedge trimmers.
Are they?
Yeah, it's a hedge trimming tool.
It's canonically it's something he made himself.
It's a hedge trimming tool
He made it himself in his workshop.
to trim hedges.
No, to kill baby kids.
No, I'm going to Google this.
Okay.
Freddy Krueger. I'm going to put glove. Yeah.
No, don't look up Freddy Krueger on like the villain wiki or something.
All right, Freddy Krueger. Villain wiki.
It'll have all the information you require and more.
Right.
You know, it's such a lovely day. I might nip up to the book place a little while later before dinner, after we've done this.
Would you have time?
What do you mean, time?
I don't know. I don't know how long this is going to take us.
Well, it doesn't shut.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
It's a former bus stop that they use. We all put books in it. You know, it's a book sharing thing. If you want to get rid of some books, you can whack them in the book thing.
You know
Whoa,
what? I
it's
stand corrected.
Raikou.
I stand corrected. It was something that he did make himself.
Told you.
It doesn't specify on here that it was made for trimming hedges. I always thought it was a hedge trimming thing.
No, he made it himself. It was a murder torture thing he made.
Ah, I'm sure there's something very similar. That is.
Oh fuck it, I'm not going to use this thing. So this is actually one of my favourite legendary Pokemon, Raikou. I'm not going to use it, even though I do love it. I forgot it was down here, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh well, I've learned something
Oh
today.
fuck it, let's see if we can catch it. So what's the setting for this horror cleanup thing?
It's a
Viscera
house
cleanup.
after
It's just like a.
you're going after all the murders have happened,
Mm.
and you find all sorts of stuff that needs cleaning up, and you get an achievement if you find all the horror icons.
Lovely. That does sound. You see, you're selling it to me now.
Well, I did tell you before there's a Halloween level.
Yeah, but you didn't go into detail.
Well, you didn't ask. You were like, no. I was like, all right, I'm
Fuck's
gonna push it.
sake!
I consent to your not wanting to know things sometimes.
I know you do.
Like I didn't go on about that donation earlier. You know.
Fuck's sake! Well, we're getting closer. Not that I'm even going to use this thing, but I do like it.
Well, that's not the Raikou I know. Oh, it's Raichu I know, isn't it? Oh, right.
I just think it looks so cool and noble.
If it's paralysed, how can it break out of the bag?
Because it's only a little bit paralysed.
Well, like it can't tap its foot or something.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes it can, sometimes it can't.
Well, I don't know. I think it's a cop-out. So you're getting stronger.
Sorry?
It's getting stronger. It's getting even easier for it to escape.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting bored of trying now, so... I love you, Raikou, but not today, buddy.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. Love you and leave you. What level is... oh, I bet... Right there. Crisis averted. Nobody's going to die. Although I've probably got like 8 kinds of cancer now. Right. We're got everything at an evil level. Oh shit. So... Switch back to cheat mode. Does this thing still have... Yeah, it's got the lucky egg. Well, let's... oh shit. I'll take the lucky egg. And let's get the heck out of Dodge.
Well,
Here we go. Ah,
couldn't be asked to walk it.
of course I fucking couldn't.
Lazy bastard.
Must look really weird me surfing on this tiny little ornamite.
Probably.
Precariously
It looks a lot
perched.
bigger.
Is it very... Imagine it rapidly moving its tentacles and moving very slowly indeed.
I have seen enough hentai to know what's going to happen there.
Thank you for this TM. Even though I'm not going to use it, because the only Pokemon I would teach it to already knows it. So that was a waste of fucking time.
Well, you know these
I
games.
should have left Raikou where he was.
You gotta do specific things, haven't you?
Well, it doesn't open anything. I could have left it. I didn't need to do it.
It isn't one of those key events then.
No. Right, where next? I know. Do I know? I do know. Right. Okay. Now we're going. We're going to see now. How long have we been going?
Less than an hour.
47 minutes, right.
So I got home less than an hour ago.
So we've still got a fair bit of time. So you got anything interesting happening in your life?
Not particularly. My life is, fairly standard, straightforward.
Right.
It's only been 2 days since we last talked about it.
Yes, it has. Oh no, I could go over and do the trick room, but I don't think you get anything interesting. I think the lucky egg was the only thing they changed.
I think the most interesting thing that's happening to me is that we're changing our recording day next week.
Yeah, we're doing it on Wednesday instead of Thursday.
Yeah.
Right, he'll be at one of the windows this time. There he is. I love the trick master.
Wow.
I do.
I'll have worked from home that day as well. So I'll be at home all day. Working hard, of course.
Yeah, go on. We've come this far. I might as well do it. You see, one of the big advantages of doing this more than once a week is that we run out of topics. And we've still got one, but I think we should save that for Rome.
Well, when in Rome, talk about some other corrupt stuff.
Oh shit.
I assume you're talking about US politics, then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, of course, has no bearing on our lives.
Well, you say that, but it is the most powerful position on Earth, and it may well have an effect on American politics, and that may have ramifications in the wider political sphere.
Right.
Go on, up the hole.
But not that hole. There we go. Holy moly.
Trickmaster is cool.
Like
Bring back Trickmaster, Game Freak. I don't care how, just bring him back.
Yeah.
Bring him back in Legends Rayquaza. He's gone back in time.
You and all 50 people who watch these videos will sign a petition to.
Oh, I don't think many people give two shits.
No, I don't think they do.
I'm
surprised how popular that first Rome Total War video is. It looks set to become our most popular video, which is not all that impressive a feat, to be honest with you, but still.
Well, it's our second most popular last I checked. Is there another one that's opened up? I did beat my dad as well. Do I get to do it again? No, he's staring at his door trying to figure shit out.
Trying to work out what ridiculous things are. He's trying to work out how to flood the place so that he can stay.
Yeah. I don't know how he gets planning permission. There's probably no, oh, for fuck's sake, they don't... Yeah, okay, fuck it, you win. You win, game. I'll buy some fucking normal repels.
Spent all that money when you could have gambled some of it.
It's not worth it. When the fun stops, stop.
I know. but I'm having fun watching you waste it.
Mm.
You stopped looking for a second there.
No, I didn't. That's a sad thing. I didn't.
Okay.
Right. Yo ho, me hearties. We're off to sea. Let's fight these kids.
Ah, not all of them.
We're fighting a lot.
No, but they didn't do anything.
We'll probably. Yeah, I was hoping we'd stop this today at the Weather Institute. I don't think that's going to happen.
Too far or
Too
not
far.
enough?
Too
Okay.
far. We could have got a Goomy and left it there, but that'll have to wait until next time, I fear.
Oh no. Well, at least you've only got to wait 5 days before we do it again.
Yeah. Oh shit. I forgot about this. Yeah, this is going to happen, isn't it? Mash the A button.
Hey, it's leveling you out a bit.
Sorry?
It's leveling you out a bit.
I guess I don't really give two shits about Onomite's levels.
Did you steal her lunch money?
Yeah.
You bitch.
Fuck
I can't
'em.
believe you steal the kids' money.
They should pull themselves up by their bootstraps like what I did.
Pulled herself up by the tube.
Gross.
Oh, she's got a tube around her. Why has everything got to be inappropriate and dirty with you?
I don't know.
Why can't you just take a comment at face value?
Maybe I'm the problem.
You are the problem.
Maybe you're not nearly as dirty as I think. Maybe
No,
maybe
what-
it's to
what
do
it
with
is-
me.
What it is you. I mean, I'm bad, right? But you assume that I'm worse than I am.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. And on that note, I've started watching Lucifer recently.
Right. I think that looks completely shit.
What, Rat or Lucifer?
Lucifer.
You know, what,
I've,
the first season I've rather enjoyed so far. We finished the first season.
I
so-
saw the trailers and I heard the dialogue and I saw some of the acting and I thought this is going to be like shitty Supernatural, isn't it? This is going to be just Tumblr girl stuff. This is going to be shit. I have zero fucking interest in this.
I have been enjoying it.
What's
a
the
season
premise? Is it that Lucifer's in human form and he goes to therapy?
He does spend a bit of time in therapy. He actually helps the LAPD solve crimes,
Okay.
but crimes that are, he believes, in some way connected to his life on Earth. There's always some sort of connection that he's perceived,
Right.
and he's got an angel brother. He's black, and everyone's like, "You're not brothers," because they don't understand, that people can be black and white and related.
I don't get the premise. So has he come up from hell?
Yeah, he's left hell without God say so, as it were.
Okay, impossible, but okay.
You gotta understand. It's the show setting is that it allows for it. Okay, he's basically he's fed up of being in hell, so he's decided to escape to Earth,
God, this sounds awful.
and he's pissed off because everyone blames everything bad is the devil's fault, when in reality he's just a torturer. Right? He didn't make hell. He just works there. Is a line from the latest episode that I watched. And in this last one, it turns out his mum was in hell and has escaped hell, and it's a pretty worrying thing for him
Okay.
for reasons that we are not yet been explained fully. No, I'm enjoying it.
Okay, well, as long as you are, that's good enough for me, bucko.
Yeah, like I'm not making you watch this.
You may remember ages ago when Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out, which were the
I don't
remakes, the
remember any of
3DS remakes of this, right? And that's the new Tentacruel, by the way. And what IGN's review said that gave it 7 out of 10 stars, but one of its complaints was that there was too much water. and everybody laughed at it because thematically, that's sort of missing the point, and it's sort of like a Team Magma meme. But
Okay.
the thing is, I agree with them. There is too much water in Hoenn. Okay, that's not the right way of putting it. It's not that there's too much water in Hoenn. It's that the water isn't really done properly. You know, it's
Okay.
expansive. I'll show you once Onomite fucking stops leveling up.
Didn't learn ancient power, but
No,
ancient power is meant to be awesome.
I'm not teaching it anything apart from surf.
What about turf?
No.
You don't want to teach it turf and turf.
No turfs on this team, bucko.
Liar!
What do you mean, liar?
I say it sometimes. Call
You
people
say a
names.
lot of things sometimes just for the sake of saying things, don't you?
Yes. I can't leave a tender moment alone.
Well. Yeah, you flubbed out.
That's a Billy Joel reference.
Right, so this is what I mean. See how fucking far it is from one side to the other? This is only going to get worse. There's an awful lot of space where you can't see anything, so if you want to do the whole thing, you sort of have to crisscross. And it gets very annoying. I think there's a better way to have implemented these. But thematically, it works like a dream. Shall we,
Harass this couple?
yes.
No, I don't think so.
Lovey-dovey couple?
No, leave them.
You just want this to go quicker, don't you?
I just think that they should be allowed to enjoy their beach day.
They're totally in love.
Yeah, but that was Herb saying that, so I don't necessarily believe that's the case.
They look in love, Mel and Paul. And they're
Nah, I'm not convinced.
Beedrill and Butterfree.
I'm not convinced.
Well, we'll talk to them after and see what the score is.
I think she's way too in love and he's just got along for the ride because he's probably getting sex out of it. But I doubt if he'll reveal that in the conversation.
If that's what it is, word for word, I will be tremendously impressed.
Well,
Jeff wants to learn Cloudburst. That's a new move. Actually, no. Why would I do that when I've got a normal move that it makes flying?
well,
Gobble gobble.
I make that comment and you always seem disappointed in me.
You're right. I have such low. I have low standards of you, in a sense, that I think I expect you to make jokes like that regularly, and when you do, it confirms everything I think about you.
And then you do it.
Yes, but when I do it, it's classy.
No, it's not.
Paul will hate me. Domestic abuse subplot?
Right,
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Don't tell anybody I beat my girlfriend. Although if somebody says that, kids, you should definitely tell somebody.
He's going to bury the body there, isn't he?
Probably. It's not our problem. It's none of our business. This is a private marriage concern. It's not our business.
No, that's not the right way to look at it then. That's the kids, ignore him. If you think someone is being abused,
yes,
speak up.
You should. Absolutely, that was a joke. Unfortunately, there is no report abuse button, and I don't think there's a police number on the Pokénav. So,
Well, where's Officer Jenny?
there is no Officer Jenny.
But how does Brock get his kicks?
That's TV canon.
And?
This is not the TV.
It's for me. I'm literally watching you play it on a TV.
On a TV?
Yeah, my main monitor is actually a TV.
Oh, right.
I don't use it as a TV. I use it as a monitor, purely as a monitor. But I suppose technically, if I'm watching, say, the Formula One on it, I'm using it as a TV. But it's a PC monitor for me. And then I've got a second one that's an actual monitor.
Isn't it supposed to be one of the hottest days of the year?
Yeah, but it's only meant to get hot tomorrow. It's going to get worse, and then next year I reckon it's going to be even hotter than this year because of El Nino.
What?
Exactly. I don't fucking know. I read an article. I don't fully understand. There's some sort of weather event that's happening.
Climate change is going to kill us all.
There's some sort of weather event that's going to happen this year, which means that next year is going to be really hot, apparently.
Well, I look forward to water shortages.
look forward to food prices going up because of all that contaminated land in the Ukraine.
Yes, and you do sort of need water to grow food as well, really. So
Yeah.
yeah, the future's not going to be great. So don't have kids.
Really, the best thing you can hope for is that we are wiped out by AI in the next 5 years, so we don't have to deal with the worst of the, you know, climate stuff.
Well, we're sort of lucky to live where we do, but a lot of the world is fucked.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much the sea levels can rise
Well, it's not
without.
just the sea level. I mean, certain places are going to be too hot to live in. You know, a lot of food shortages are coming because we won't be able to grow as much food. There's going to be water shortages. People have been talking about water wars for a while now. That's probably going to be the case. We're going to be fighting over water.
Well,
We need fewer people, really, and I hate saying that. Although I'd say it a lot, but I think we do need fewer people.
what's the easiest way of doing that then?
Letting the climate crisis sort it.
So
Frankly,
you want to let the climate crisis kill off the people.
well, it's going to happen, isn't it? I'm not fucking making these decisions, but I bet you anything the governments are saying it won't really affect us in the north as much.
Scotland are laughing.
Oh yeah, Scotland are probably going to be alright. Scandinavia's probably going to manage. Canada will probably be good. You know, and a lot of land will open up there as well because,
There won't be Americans occupying it.
well, there won't be any ice. It won't be frozen. We'll be able to expand northwards and ruin that as well. Ruin that pristine nature.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll be old and pointless by the time it's a real problem.
Well, Henry won't.
Well, yeah, but what do you want me to do?
I don't know. Think before you make important life choices.
I did think
What with though? That's what I'm wondering.
everything.
No, I think. Well, the one thing I'm looking forward to is being very smug and saying "I told you so."
To who?
Everybody.
Yeah, but I mean, so did everyone told them so.
I know.
So
But
what?
if everybody told everybody so, we'd have done something.
No. Because here's the thing: everybody has told everybody so, but the people that have the authority and the power to actually make a difference aren't.
And
So
why? Yeah, because we're not forcing them to.
yeah, well, what do you expect us to do? Overthrow the establishment and
I mean,
stop
it's
all?
important enough. And even if you don't, you could have at least vote for parties who would, and a lot of people don't.
Well, I do.
Well, I do too. I'm not going to tell you I told you so. I'm going to say I'm so sorry. You know, fuck you. Get your own water.
I can't believe you do that. After I'd give you an honour if you earned it.
Yeah, fuck you and fuck your imaginary knighthood.
No, you would swallow up that imaginary knighthood. Like the hungry hippo you are.
Gross.
It's only gross because you made it gross.
You said swallow.
Oh, I'm not allowed to say a normal bodily function
No, you know.
that happens to be my last name.
I'd rather you wouldn't.
Yeah, well, you would gulp it down like a hungry hippo.
Disgusting, man. Disgusting.
Oh, you think that's disgusting? Wait till I tell them all what you actually did to earn that honour.
What? Oh.
Bum bum bum.
Um.
Blackmail.
Well, it turns out Nadine Dorris was bumped from the honours list. She didn't pass scrutiny.
Well, you know, have you met her?
No, thankfully.
Exactly.
But I can see her not passing scrutiny.
I think they might be fucking. Why have they got the same Pokemon?
Well, I don't know. Maybe this is a Wingull Appreciation Society meeting.
Well, in that case, this is going to be a really easy fight.
It's going to be a very depressing meeting as well. How much do you appreciate them now?
More like the Wingull Depreciation Society.
Yeah, good one.
It wasn't that good, but
Oh, okay.
it sounds like this. So I wish I could play the guitar.
Right. Um.
What's she sending out? Is it a match oak?
But I don't know. We'll see. No, it's a
Oh,
far-fetched. She's a bird keeper. He's a sailor.
okay. So why is he got a match oak?
Because how else are you going to pull rope
Choke me, daddy.
and swab the decks
What, the poop deck?
and move barrels of gin?
Rum. It's always rum.
Rum. I don't fucking know.
I've got some rum here, actually. Right
Golly,
in
it's
my hand.
warm.
It is.
I sort of want to get outside, to be honest. But it'll be warm tomorrow, and I can do it then.
This light and aromatic white rum is the ultimate base spirit for your tropical cocktails.
If I turn the fan on, there's no way the recording is not going to pick that up.
Oh, it sucks to be you. I would say go grab a drink and I'll hold the fort, but I can't control anything. Not today.
Well, we need to decide what we're doing for our third video.
Is there no more games on that website?
I mean, no. I mean, there are games on their website, but they're more one-person centered, and the games we played were at least, we could both be involved.
Well, we could try Jeopardy again, seeing as we know what to do now.
Yeah.
Then you won't just buzz in on every fucking thing. I assume you won't just buzz in on every fucking thing.
No, I won't. We were only 200 quid out winning it last time.
I know, in
and
the
we
end.
fucked up the entire first round.
And the second.
No, we didn't.
It wasn't until the third one that we really got.
There were 3 rounds?
I think so.
There were 2. What's
I thought
Fang
there were 3.
Barrage? Oh, fuck.
Why weren't you paying attention
I was
to
on
the game you're playing?
autopilot. I'm always on autopilot when I play stuff like this.
Well,
It's alright,
I'll
it's
tell
not
you
a
what,
problem. I think I know what it does. I think it's poison type and it raises speed. Oh no.
no, well done.
Right.
Ooh. Oh my god, that's expensive.
What is?
F123. 60 quid. I'm a fan, but I'm not that big a fan.
Well, I'll nip back later and we'll get Fang Barrage at some point, so don't worry about it, kids.
Do I own this already? No, I don't own this already.
Hey, a rare candy.
I'm having a little look at Steam whilst you're...
Well, I had a look at Steam for stuff.
No, it's not for us. There's a specific game on my wish list that I found out is available on sale, 40% off. So I'm going to buy that at the moment, but I'm going to see if there's anything else that catches my eye. Oh, I lie to Steam on a regular basis about my age. It was annoying me having to put in my actual birthday every time because it wouldn't save it. So as far as it's concerned, I am now born. Oh, I was born on the 1st of January 1994.
Okay.
It's just I couldn't be asked for it.
Well,
Okay.
I know what we could do, but I don't know whether it's very doable in short order.
What is it?
The Sims.
Probably not.
No,
I'm not sure we could both do that either.
Well, we could make ourselves in The Sims.
Ah, yes. We could. Transfer money. Existing that one. Oh, what's that? We'll call it 45 quid. I'm buying yourself some games.
Spending a lot of money on games.
I have spent a lot of money on games.
Golly.
It is like... I mean, it's not 50 quid that I'm spending. It's 41 quid, but I'm over... Because it's on the credit card, I'm paying off a little bit more than I've spent.
Well, I may treat myself to a little something tomorrow for din-dins.
Yeah.
Or lunchies.
Well, we're nearly halfway through the month, and I've got loads of money there.
Well, I haven't. Because I put all but 500 quid in my savings account. And turns out that's not enough, which is a tad concerning, but...
I mean, I've got 500 quid in my bank. No, just shy of 600 quid in my bank right now. to last me till the end of the month, and that's not including the stuff that I got in my savings, the stuff I've got access to on the card. The card is meant to get a higher limit.
So this is the abandoned ship. I would do this now, but we can't really do anything in it yet. So I'll leave that. Yeah, well, I don't want to talk about money. It's depressing.
Yeah, it can be. Remove selected from series of view. Add selected to incomplete series. Oh, I do it. 1, 2.
Does Fang Barrage count as a biting move?
Not a fucking clue.
It's a good question of mine that I've asked. Very good question.
It probably should count as a biting move.
Yeah, Crunch does and Poison Fang does. Yeah, Poison Fang does, so Fang Barrage presumably should as well.
I'm gonna quickly fire that up. If you could be any Pokemon trainer that already exists, who would you pick?
Can I be one of my own player characters?
No, because you could just say whatever you wanted that you had, and
Well,
whatever
obviously.
you wanted about them. So no.
I don't know. Red.
Okay.
He's famous. He's the most powerful canonically. I would, and he's completed Oak's Pokédex for the first 2 generations, so I can take my pick. And he's got a Tum Tum on his team, so.
Tum Tum, that's Yum Yum.
Ba, 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 ba. What about you?
Don't know, to be honest.
No, I didn't think you would.
Who's the one that's got the? Is it Leon in that one that's got
Sword and Shield,
Charizard?
Leon, yeah.
I'd probably be him because of a Charizard, and he's respected and liked, isn't he?
Yeah, why?
The greatest achievement.
I don't understand people who love Charizard. It's like other Pokemon are available, you know.
I know, and I would get other Pokemon, but I like Charizard. I like it's because it's the heartwarming story of the series, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely, it's a heartwarming.
No,
story.
it isn't.
Why isn't it?
Well, it's not like it isn't a heartwarming story, but I think you put too much focus on it. It's not like your core heartwarming story.
I would say it absolutely is. It's a Pokemon that is rescued from what is almost certain death.
Yeah,
by Ash.
It's not the only.
It slowly builds. He slowly builds up the trust for Charizard for Charmander and Charmeleon and Charizard to support him. And there's that moment, isn't there, in that fight where he's been frozen in the ice, and Ash does everything he can to keep Charizard alive. And it's such a heartwarming connection between Pokemon and Pokemon trainer.
Mm.
Like, there's a real. I'd go so far as to call it a love story there.
Okay.
Okay, no, but you know I'm right.
No. Look, it's a good arc. Don't get me wrong, it's a good arc, but I don't think that's enough to. I just think it's a bit. Personally, for me, anybody who says Charizard is my favourite Pokemon, I think this person has a lack of imagination.
I wouldn't say it's my favourite Pokemon. I really like it.
What's your favourite? Pikachu.
I mean, Vaporeon.
Oh, God.
No. In all seriousness, it's probably Eevee, but only for the versatility.
Okay.
To be honest with you, like if you want whatever type you want, near enough you can get, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a that would be the most successful Pokemon breeding program. Is the people who breed Eevees.
So
No, because I
know you don't mean it, but you know.
You are making this inappropriate.
I'm not making it inappropriate. I didn't put all the fucking Eevee porn on the internet.
I know, but you're the one who's referring to it when all I'm talking about is there's going to be Pokemon breeding programs.
I know everybody
right?
would want a little pet Eevee. I would want a little pet Eevee. They're cute
Exactly.
and
They
fluffy.
are. They're the what's a popular dog? Everyone
I
wants.
don't know, like a Pomeranian. I want a Pomeranian.
I don't know. I'm not a dog person. I'm a cat person. Whose ears are twitching now that I've turned around briefly to look at him.
I
It's
don't
almost
need
like a
to.
nose.
You don't need to give a dog love. It really. It loves you unconditionally. A cat, you have to earn it. In terms of
No, not this cat.
temperament, I am closer to a cat, but
This
I
this
prefer
cat
doggies.
this cat will not leave me alone. I go to the toilet, it will and close the door. It will charge in. It will jump on the handle and charge in. It loves me, this cat, and I didn't do anything to earn it. I just gave it a home, feed it. That's it.
Wish I was a cat. I'd like to
Um,
be a cat that lives in the country, and I could go out and explore in the day and come home and nap. That's
you
like
probably
that's like
not.
objectively the best thing to be, isn't it? A cat. That's the best life.
I don't know. It'd probably be pretty cool to be a Charizard.
But Charizards don't exist.
Not yet, but give it time. Genetic modification will do some really good things.
Some really bad things as well. I don't want billionaires living forever. Culture will grind to a fucking standstill the moment we invent immortality.
Well, yeah, but I'd rather not live forever because it's going to be
No, I
ridiculous.
don't. I think death is a good thing. Have you?
Not in and of itself, but as
Now,
a as
now
a, for a
that
tool as a tool for the greater good, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, no. I think it's a good. I think it's a good thing. It's healthy. You know,
Why would you not use the thunder attack? Oh, they're both water Pokemon. Okay, never mind. Yeah, why wouldn't you use the thunder attack?
because I'm running low on PP.
Your PP's running low.
Yeah.
Well,
Um. Since we're both nearly
you said it here first, folks. Go on.
since we're both nearly 30,
Oh,
have
don't remind me.
you been? Yeah, me too. Have you been feeling your age?
I've been feeling my age for about 20 years.
Hmm.
There's a period of my life where I think we went over this last week actually, or last time we recorded, in that I I fucked up my back by sleeping in that dodgy bed.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah, I thought I had. And as such, I regularly this week, and I don't know if it was Thursday or if it was Friday or what was going on, but at some point this week, someone asked me to help carry the shredding out of the shredder because it had been overfilled, and the bag was heavy, and they were like, "Jordan, I need your help," so I helped,
Yes.
and I got a twinge
I know
when I was taking the bag
you
out.
literally said in the last video.
Well, I didn't know when it was. I couldn't remember if I'd spoken to you about it. I know I've spoken about it to at least one person. It might have been more. I don't know.
My real point is, I have been thinking more about aging.
Well,
I mean, I
I
thought a
would
lot
have
about
thought, yeah.
death before, but thinking about getting older, and that my youth is very nearly over, essentially, isn't it? Both of our
Well,
youths.
I would say our youths are over.
I know, yeah, but I mean, 20 is still youthful.
You got to remember, I was a dad at 20.
Oh right, yeah, you threw yours away, didn't you? Really?
Mine was my childhood was thrown away before I had even thought about having kids. Then,
And then you threw it away your youth. So
and I don't regret it.
okay,
He's a lovely kid.
I'm sure he's delightful.
One of the best things that ever happened to me. I actually had to shoo him away because he wanted to go on his computer, but it's just right next to me. But he'd be quite noisy and
He would be
not
asking
at
you
all
questions.
accounted for in the sound checks. Who's messaging me? Yeah, no, he wouldn't. He wouldn't have been. He wasn't around for the sound check, so no doubt it would have been.
Ah,
I reckon we've been going about an hour 10.
okay.
No point. Just what I'd say.
Right. Well, I know when we'll finish. It's got a little while.
Woo.
With patience, Charlie Brown.
I wasn't being impatient.
Yeah, this has just been no progress, just clearing shit up. Oh look, we're back in Dewford. Everything loops around.
Life is a circle. They're coming to have a look at the boiler in the flat on Monday as part of their annual check.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't help but notice in the hallway yesterday, but in the landing, I should say, like the stairwell that leads to all the flats, that there was quite a strong smell of masked cannabis. You know that sort of smell where someone's been smoking it and then they've tried to hide it really badly.
Well, yeah, you smell it every now and then around the town I live in.
Like it's one of those smells. You know it's been there. Like no matter what people have tried to do, you know it's been there. And I can't help but hope that whoever's responsible for it is identified so that they can stop casting suspicion on all of us.
Mm.
Because we had a letter a while back saying, you know, we've had reports that someone's been doing it in the building. It's like, yeah, yes, but you know, I can find out then.
You sure it's not Henry?
I'm pretty sure it's not Henry.
You asked him.
He doesn't even know what it is.
He says he doesn't know. Jammy little
Right.
git.
He doesn't even have access to my vape.
Oh yeah, you vape.
I don't do it very often, but it's in my hand right now. As we
Sludge
speak.
bomb.
Well, apparently it's on.
So I forgot to go in here actually. This is the try hard house. So what we can do. So they like trendy sayings. Impossible song. Oh fuck no, I clicked the wrong button. Bear with, caller. No, it's not. I'll tell you what is the hippest hoppest happening thing. It's
Age.
daily daily disappointment.
Everyone loves a bit of double D.
See, that's why. That right there, that's why. Daily disappointment.
I mean, you picked a phrase that had two D's at the start.
Oh, I know. What did I
Capitalised.
expect you to do?
Well, I mean, you know, you set them up. You expect me to motivate them.
I didn't. Whatever. Right.
This is the most youthful thing I do. The inappropriate comments.
All right. I won't take it away from you.
Good. Bad enough that I might get cancelled one day. Mind you know, I tend to be less controversial when.
I don't think you say. I don't think you say anything worth cancelling you over.
No, people will find an excuse.
Nah, they won't.
Anything for an argument.
It's a misnomer. Nobody's gonna. Well, this Roger
Well,
Waters thing has sort of made me question that a little bit.
Question in what sense?
Well, I used to think that all this crazy cancelling stuff was just a myth conjured up by the right, and that actually the people who were being quote unquote cancelled were being quote unquote cancelled for good reasons. And then I see a load of idiots who are not like left wingers; they're just liberal idiots jumping on this Roger Waters bandwagon.
There are idiots in all walks of life, sadly.
Yeah.
Far too many of them. We need a culling.
I'm gonna see if I can get this route done.
It'll be easy if you stop bumping into people.
Well, I like the experience, and I like meeting people and killing their pets.
And putting their kids in your phone book. Calamity going on outside.
When I was looking at all these people I went to sixth form with on Twitter and whatever, I thought, gosh, some of them are quite successful. What have I got? But you
Yeah.
know, even though it's not perfect, but I'm quite happy with my personal projects now. They're getting on.
Oh yeah.
I like these videos. My YouTube channel's successful and getting better, and I have a job I like, and I'm feeling
Well, that
better
is half the
myself.
battle.
They didn't have to overcome the hurdles I did, frankly.
Well, as far as you're aware.
Well, I mean, of course you're right. I don't know what demons they had to slay, but they didn't have the same experience as I did. I was a lot of my teenage years and whatnot is lost, frankly, to depression and stuff. And it's only recently I've got things back on track, and I'm happy with that. Even if I've got a weird body.
Oh, who hasn't? That Pokemon surely does.
Do those? You see, it's the white teeth, the fangs that are sticking up.
Hmm.
When I was younger, because I only played this on a Game Boy, I thought those were part of its eyes.
That's a reasonable thing to think.
Yeah, but they're not. They're teeth.
I think the fins on the back and underneath are a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
Not a fan of them. But it's alright, because I don't own one.
Fuck you, Lewis. Glub glub indeed. We're looking for a mystical rock.
Ooh. His name is B. B Rock.
What?
It's a B Rock.
B rock?
B Rock. Brock.
Oh,
Find Brock, god damn it.
right. Yeah.
Failing that, Rick Rock.
Shit.
Ouch.
Oh, that's not as much damage as I thought it would do. I know it's only little and it's lower level, but we are 4 times weak to ground.
Well, I still did nearly nothing. Honestly. Gobble, gobble.
Gosh, I quite like a water type, but I'm not going to use a water type.
Does Omanite not count?
Well, yeah, but it's not. I'm not using it really.
Oh, it's around the same level as them.
No, it's a HM slave.
I know, but it just turned 35 and it's got serve.
Okay, but that's not how I play this.
I know, but if you were that fussed about having a water fight for these fights, then you could deal with that.
Yes, I said.
You're just choosing not to.
Yes, thank you for summing up what I said.
As long as we're in agreement that this is a rod you're making for your own back.
Well, I'm gonna. I know. I was just making conversation. I'm gonna.
Why start now?
Gumi's gonna have surf on it. Oh, fuck you, Sandslash, you fucking sandy prick. Fucking thing.
Well,
I'm glad you're paralysed. There, I said it.
I'm not sure you're meant to say things like that.
Look, disabled people can be arseholes too.
This is correct, they can.
Because they're people.
In between the stories, that one.
Yes.
Someone outside's just been called a fucking dickhead. I wonder what they did.
Henry been drinking again.
Nah,
Out there calling the neighbours fucking dickheads.
Oh, it's Isaac. When are you going to bump into the twink again?
Not for a while, I think.
No?
No. I know
No,
where the
because
next.
I'm overly... Sorry, go on.
I know when the next encounter is in the mainline games, and that's not till right near the end. But I suspect they probably added another one in here somewhere.
I can smell something from outside.
Is it weed?
No. If I had to guess, I'd say it was pancakes.
Oh, love me.
That's a weird thing, isn't it, to be making on a sunny day like this?
Well, I like pancakes. I love pancakes.
I barbecue last night. That was lovely.
I had.
Like
What did I have last night for din dins? Oh, I had meal deal
really?
and sweets.
I bought myself a mixed triple sandwich from Lidl.
Hmm.
Mighty.
I got prawn mayonnaise because I like the prawn one. And
The,
well,
the mixed triple.
if I'm sorry, if I will ask you if I'm in. My go-to is either the prawn sandwich or the chicken Caesar wrap, but I will also accept a chicken and bacon uh, sandwich, or maybe some sushi if I'm feeling particularly kinky.
The mixed triple has a half sandwich of prawn
Mm.
mayo, a BLT, and a chicken salad. So and the boy for his lunch today, because we went so we could get lunch for today
You never
because we
call him
weren't
by
going to
his
have anything.
name.
No, you do, but I don't because there's got to be some anonymity. He's 8 for crying out loud.
Okay, well, I'm not.
Stop calling my son by his name.
All right, Montague. It is
Also,
then.
if I say it, he'll come in thinking I've called him,
All right.
and then it's going to be awkward because it's like, no, 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 I didn't. I was
I
talking
was
about you.
talking about you to the people on the internet.
Yeah, the people who will never meet you, hopefully, because I don't want you to get groomed.
No,
You know, like
no.
which is a perfectly reasonable thing for me to not want to happen.
Yes, it is. I don't think
I
anybody's
just,
going to say, "All right, you can take off the kid gloves." Jesus, let him live.
I,
I think
I
that's
just,
perfectly reasonable.
I think it's perfectly reasonable. I'm just establishing this at this stage.
Good,
But no, he wanted a chicken wrap, a chicken Caesar wrap for his lunch.
good,
So
good on
it's why I,
Montague.
it's why I was amused when you said that was one of your other options that you could have.
Yes.
It's like I had what you had, and you would have potentially had what he had.
Well, they're popular choices.
Yeah. I always feel a bit funny having. I was going to have the chicken, the club sandwich that I got for my lunch for today last night, but I decided against it because
One
that
bit.
would mean leaving prawns overnight, and I was a bit iffy doing that.
Yeah, I do. Stick them in the fridge.
It would have gone in the fridge. I wasn't going to just leave it sat in a car or something.
Well, it's fine in the fridge, isn't it?
I still feel a bit iffy doing it.
I don't. I feel a bit iffy when it's a long walk home, and it did taste a little. It didn't taste quite as good as it would have done because it warmed up just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit.
You know, I like cat. Do you want some first?
What's
I'll
the
give you some.
cat's name? Are we allowed to say that in case someone tries to groom the cat?
I'm currently grooming the cat as we speak.
Oh God, what's its
His name's
name?
Elijah.
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 Elijah
Yeah,
Wood.
he is
Lovely.
enjoying the fuss. Hello, mister. He's been an emotional support cat over the last 24 hours
Why?
because my partner's cat died yesterday.
Snap.
Yeah, so
What was her
I was
cat's
like,
name? I suppose we can't really say, can we?
yeah, of course can. He doesn't want trees.
Okay.
The cat's name was Tiger
Tiger.
and had been
Which is fitting for a cat, really, isn't it, when you think about it?
had been a member of the family for quite a while.
Uh,
So since kitten stage,
kitty cat.
and so she was quite upset about it, understandably. And it was one of those: do you want me to kick Elijah out, or do you want me to leave him in situations? And she opted for leaving him
I wish I was a kitty cat.
in. Well,
Only the most intellectual discussion here, folks.
meow.
It would be good. Just lying on the ground in the sun and having a little nap. Maybe
No,
chasing some birds.
in the shade next to the sun.
Okay, yeah, fine, whatever. Well, I'd rather lie in the sun, to be honest. So this
Yeah,
is
well, I
the
don't.
place where Reggie Ice is. Yeah, Reggie Ice.
Is that a DJ or something?
No, it's a legendary. I like the Reggies. A lot of people think they're shit, but I like them.
Are we related to Reggie Yates?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
What
I
about?
no. Speaking of radio DJs, um, I one of the people I went to sixth form with, he's um, well, I don't want to give the game away, but they're an assistant producer for a very prominent radio station.
No, okay. Amy that sometimes writes for a site, and by sometimes I mean did like 4 posts and hasn't done anything since.
Yeah, and every now and then you poke her or whatever.
No, no, no. We've stopped. I let our streak on Snapchat die. She asked me why, and I said because it annoyed me. So, but she hosts a radio show down in Devon.
A proper one?
Oh, I'm led to believe it's a proper one.
Because you did a radio show once, didn't you?
I did. I spent a bit of time doing online radio. Yes,
Yes.
it wasn't proper radio. It was, I was on national radio at one time,
Yes. You were talking about.
strangling during sex,
Yeah.
and I said that people that are into that consensually shouldn't be automatically tarred with the same brush as the guy who had killed a woman with the excuse that he was strangling her during sex.
Yeah.
Like the community of people that do that know that it is not something that you do lightly, especially not when you're drunk like he was.
Yes.
And that there is a safe, sane, and consensual way of doing that kind of thing.
You are probably safer having sex with someone who's into that than you are having sex with some guy in a bar who isn't.
But yeah, absolutely. In the circumstances involved, the bloke he went to prison or he was sentenced to prison for like 4 years or something. He was drunk. He drove over to her, and if he'd hit someone whilst he was driving and killed them, he would have got like 3 times as long.
Well, nobody cares about women.
Well, no, but that's like one of the big arguments and one of the big like issues that people were having with the sentencing was that comparatively he got such a ridiculously low. And part of that was because she supposedly consented to it in the first place.
I watched a documentary about the child sex abuses allegations levelled at Woody Allen.
Okay.
And it mentioned, I can't remember what it was called, but it mentioned this supposed phenomenon whereby during a separation, women will allege in court that their estranged husband has been abusing their children. Right? This is what people thought, and to a large extent still do think. And they said it was like almost always false. But in cases where it does come up, the judge will react to that and believe it and award custody to the father. So if you're a woman and your child is being abused in America and you go to court to fight your husband or your ex-husband for custody, and there's a good chance that if you mention the fact that your child is being abused, that the judge will give your husband custody of the child he's abusing.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, Americans are shit. Sorry, Americans. We love you really, kind of.
Liar.
It's not your fault. It isn't your fault. I mean, it is, really. I mean, maybe set fired or something.
But not Congress. Leave the Capitol building alone.
We are not suggesting a coup. We're just saying, be active politically in a way that actually matters.
Yeah, I still have a recording of that conversation with Jeremy Vine.
All right. What did he say? Upload it. Upload it on the YouTube channel.
God, no.
Why not?
No. Because my voice is ridiculous. I don't even like my voice for these things.
Who cares? Okay.
I care.
Well, don't fucking listen back to it.
I don't. I haven't for a while, but I've got it.
Shall we reenact it? Should I be you and you can be Jeremy Vine?
No.
I know what you're saying.
I can't remember how half the conversation went.
Hi, Jeremy. It's great to be here.
He asked me if I was familiar with the cheese board incident that had happened about 30 years ago. And it was about some bloke who had supposedly consented to having his bits nailed to a cheese board.
All right.
And I was like, well, that one's quite literally before my time, which might not fly on Popmaster, but in this case, I think I can be excused.
What a witty fellow you are.
See, that sounded very sarcastic.
No, yeah, you made the best of it. Right. So let's have a look at where we are time-wise.
About an hour and a half, surely.
Okay, yeah, we're at almost an hour and 40 minutes, so I won't take the piss. We are now officially in the second stage of our Pokey journey. So I see the media is here to greet us. So we've made some well, we haven't really. We're just cleaning up surf shit.
Did you want to do the interview before?
No, I don't. We'll pick it up next week.
Okay.
So it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him. Can we say that?
What, legally?
We probably can't. Yeah, legally. Or do we have to? I think we're fine, right?
Yeah.
Like allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Right. Bye.
Good night, allegedly.